Hey everybody, it's Ben. I'm just setting up the stream. Okay, that should do it. Ooh, water. Hey, trying to learn. Hey, Kafaji, Steve Condi. It all rhymes. Trying to learny. So today's Sub Sunday, so subs submitted games to analyze, so forth. And we'll start looking at them at 7 when we're on Chess TV. I didn't see what happened in the football games in the afternoon. I just saw the earlier ones. Let's see. Chargers, Saints, Bills, Seahawks, Commanders, Bears, Broncos, Panthers. Ooh, Chiefs, Raiders is close. The Lions won pretty handily, while the Bengals lost 37-17 to the Eagles. I'm surprised by the lopsidedness of the score. Wow, the Browns beat the Ravens 29-24. Wow, and the Patriots beat the Jets. Good, good. The Jets are good, except for one thing. That's funny, the Patriots beat the Jets. Maybe the Jets can beat the Carolina Panthers. Maybe. Yeah, my friend Wes thinks that Trump's going to win for sure, even though we're both big Kamala supporters. Yeah, you could. Football games can be draws in the professionals. It's Tinu chess. Let's see, what's this? This is usually over here. And by usually, I mean always. Is it too late to send the game? Yes. It's way too late. You should have sent it by yesterday. No, I agree. Kamala is not only going to win, she'll get 300 electoral votes, which will be challenged to the Supreme Court. Is Shaq going to be canceled forever? Why? What'd Shaq do? Because he's too tall? Every week, can I submit a game? How do you submit a game? Every week it's the same thing. Democrats are going to win Texas. Yay. Go all red. Where's YouTube chat? Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, what did I do with the YouTube chat? There's the YouTube chat. He told Angel Reese he wanted to see her in short shorts. Now the internet is raging. Yeah, that would be terrible. Well, whatever the internet says goes. Yeah, all the prognosticators are wrong unless they're me. The Democrats win. I don't care much about the Senate. I care more about, making sure Trump isn't the president and goes to jail and walked out of our lives forever. I'm the pride of India. I am. What would you two say? In the name of love. Isn't Senate more important than president? No. Civil Jeff subscribed with Prime. Thanks for supporting this stream. Probably should zoom out a little bit because it's so tight. But I never zoom out because I don't know how. No matter what I do, it doesn't zoom out or in. Just because I don't know how to do it. All right, well, I think I've broken it enough. If anything, I made it much worse. Well, I'm higher up, which I like. I guess I have to move it a little the other way. Well, it's too high, but that's better than too low. I think I zoomed out the wrong way, too. Yeah, I definitely did it the wrong way. I didn't think it did anything, but I guess it did. Yeah, that's the wrong way. That might be right. I think that's better. It comes from my dad. His last name was Feingold. I think I'm going to move it again some more. Because I haven't moved it in a while. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, you can't get more perfect than that. Go, Vertigo. I killed the appropriate amount of time. It's crooked now? No, no. Oh, yeah, it is crooked. That seems okay. I'm leaning right. No. Lean left. This looks okay. Start the procedure. I can't begin the analysis because it's not 7 yet. Pretend to begin analysis. Okay, in this position, white has 20 legal moves. However, black sent the game in, so I can't look at them. So we'll flip the board. And that killed about 30 seconds. That was pretty good. Can you show us your trophies? What? I want to see the trophy wives, not the trophies. Well, my first trophy wife many years ago was Angel Reese. She wore short shorts. Are you an American? American. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm as American as anybody else with that spelling. That's right. I'm barely a GM. I'm barely an American. We don't really do anything on this stream. I just move the camera a lot and people get sick. Sometimes I have some water. Occasionally I check football scores. Yeah, Bonarici's the main reason everybody comes to the stream. Falcons didn't upset the Bucks. Falcons were the favorites. They were 1.5-point favorites. Who was the first president then? I guess John Hanson was the first president. Got to count those continental congresses. They have them in chess, too. How do people decide what American football team to support other than their local one? Typically, whatever your parents supported, that's what you support. Did you mean John Hancock? No. John Hancock wasn't the president. Who's John Hanson? He's the first president, I think. Let's see. Did I have his name wrong? John Hanson. Let's see. John Hanson was an American founding father, merchant, and politician. Hanson was elected as a delegate to the Continental Congress. He signed the Articles of Confederation in 1781. In November 1781, he was elected as the first president of the Confederation Congress, sometimes styled as President of the United States and Congress assembled. Arguably, he was actually the first holder of the office of President of the United States. Yeah, that's who John Hanson is. Don't know who the first president is? Man, come on. How do you guys have such little knowledge of everything? Endless Sauce subscribed. How do you not know about John Hanson, our first president? Terrible. Well, it probably wasn't a boy band, but that's before he was the president. The second U.S. president, strangely enough, was Jim Callahan from England. Hard to understand. He was the president right after or before Thatcher, whichever's funnier. That's correct. 50 presidents, one for every star. But who is Elias Boudinot? Boudinot. How do I Boudinot? Battle me if you dare, in all caps. Wow. Well, you guys got your Wikipedia and Google up. I still don't like the camera. I should move it down a little. Yeah, I haven't moved it in a while. It's been like 3 minutes. Yeah, I like that better. Probably a little crooked too, so I like that. That reminds me of many of our presidents. If I follow, will you play a game with me? That's funny. Anyone know what's going on? Uh, yeah, I think I can't make the joke because I can't think of his name. What's his name? Uh, who's the guy who's saying what's going on? I can't think of his name. I think his dad killed him. I mean, if I knew his name, I'd be getting somewhere. Hi, Chess TV. I'm Ben. Marvin Gaye. That's his name. He knows what's going on. Man, I was so close to saying his name. Also, Gavin Newsom. Yeah. Okay, so welcome to the stream. Today's Sub Sunday. We look at Subs games that they submitted over Discord. Okay, first is by Sit Bear, who writes, I found a pretty neat interference. If somebody do a marker, okay? Yeah, let's do a marker. Somebody, is there any mods here? Yeah, I just won't do markers then. I don't care. If we don't have any mods, we don't have any mods. Trying to learn the slowest mod there is. Sit Bear writes, I found a pretty neat interference tactic as opposed to inference. And then, sack the exchange to simplify. Sentence doesn't make any sense. After this spectacular and flawless game, I, quote, happened to draw, close quote, the last round and claim first prize in the under 1250 section of the 2024 Baltimore Open. Unfortunately, I got shot on my way home. Unfortunately, my rating also went up. Undefeated streak game 4. Ugh. There is a slight delay. That's right. Okay, so Black is our hero. It's game 90, delay 5. Both players are very low rated. Black is 1232 and white is 932. Man, imagine you're 1232 and you're paired down 300 points. Black's game is already on its last throws until takes. Now it's equal. I like bishop b4 in that position as opposed to bishop e7. Although I haven't moved the camera in a while. I feel like moving the camera. Okay, so knight f3. Bishop g5 is not a good move. Well, I'd be tempted to play bishop a3 check here. The engine doesn't play it, but I'm tempted to play it. I don't understand why this isn't good. Well, I guess because you play knight takes d5 at the end. Yeah, okay. Boy, here the engine plays knight e5 with this idea of taking on f7. It says white's better. Bishop g4 question mark. Losing immediately to queen b3. Also, bishop takes f7 check is good. So this is bad for two reasons. But not that one. Ooh, that ruins white's pawn structure. What is white, 900? Oh. c6 is so passive. Ugh, knight h5 is so bad. Ugh. Bishop takes h6. What? What kind of move is that? Did Black find bishop f4? There's no way he found bishop f4. What? Black found bishop f4? Wow, I've never... if only Kramnik was here to start the procedure. Speaking of that, I'm having procedure done on Thursday. Also, tomorrow, my Chessable course comes out on the Nimzo Indian. Wow, Black found bishop f4, proving that he went to the bathroom right before that move. That's the best move I've ever seen Sitbear play. And I've seen him play over 1 million moves. That was the first one I didn't scoff at. It's Tong Khan. Yeah, now Black's winning because you're forking these two pieces. And if you take the bishop, knight attacks the pinned rook. Black with an extra exchange wins effortlessly. This is the famous game Effortless versus Lee. Effortlessly ridiculous. Knight g3, that seems like a poor move. Yeah, knight f4 seems good because the rook's trapped. 2 exchanges. Black resigned because white sacrificed all his exchanges. And by sacrifice, I mean he lost them both. Then Black sacrificed the exchange. King f8 exclam. Wow, what a great move. The best move in the position. And for some reason, white resigned here. That didn't make any sense. But all right. Yeah, he found king f8. The time control was game 90, delay 5. So Black won. Go Sitbear. Okay, now we have to do another marker. This is from Bonarici. Don't forget to do a marker. So many people not doing a marker. We got Tong Khan and we got, yeah, there we go. I never really understood why I lost this game. He outplayed me positionally. Sounds like you understand. If I were to play this sort of game again, there are some things I would never do, such as castling for no reason on move 15, when it would have made much more sense to play the king up to f7. Or on move 29, today I would never have made that random check on e3. Or on move 32, another random check, which only helps white drive the king up the board, where it eventually helps promote the pawn on d6. There are more moves after move 38, as I didn't resign, and played perhaps until mate, question mark. The scribblings after move 38 are impossible to read, but I know I somehow sacked, the rook was sacked for that d pawn and white won, either by checkmate or resignation. I'm still not sure how Ken beat me. All I can do is stare at the computer score of 94% and say, you got me. Oh, that was one of the worst 5 minutes of my life. This was played at the 1994 Michigan Open. I wonder if I played in that. Ken Harma does a funny British accent, and that's about it. I always thought Ken Harma was Tommy Fukin Shelby, but I don't know. I hope so. It's the kind of name he would have if he was on the internet. Let's see. What are they saying on YouTube? Big up the England. Where am I? What is this? ETA on GameStar. Buy merch. Is this Ben or is it Feingold? The answer is 9. New haircut. I mean, I got a haircut a week ago. Does that count? I still don't like the camera. I can't really look to the left or the right because I'll get in trouble. I guess it's okay. Okay, so this is the Michigan Open in '94. Let me see if I played in that event. No, I played in the Atlantic Open in DC. I did? I don't remember playing in DC in '94. I drew Tate and I drew Anthony Sadie. Man, I don't remember either of those games. Oh, I beat Anatoly Lane in the last round. I remember that. Okay, that's that tournament. I tied for third. Kaidanov and Laputian won. You ever meet Laputian's daughter, Lily? Oh, snap. Boy, I was in a 5-way tie for third. Terrible. That's where Calvin lost on time to George Alexopoulos. And Aviv played in that tournament. Oh my God. That's so awesome. So I didn't play in the Michigan Open in 1994. But I'm not sure why. It doesn't seem like I played that weekend. No. Because I just didn't feel like it. Yeah, unfortunately, I saw Forrest Gump in the theater. One of the most overrated films ever. The most overrated film of all time, because at least one person liked it, which is too many, is Top Gun. Ugh. Yeah, if you like Top Gun, you're banned, which basically means all of you are banned. You played the state championship, but not the Open. What? Was I at the Michigan Open this year? I haven't played the Michigan Open since before you were born. Top Gun is worse than Top Gun 2, because Top Gun 2 I could actually watch and say how terrible it was. Top Gun I actually can't watch. It's too terrible. You should play the Michigan Open. It's fun. That's why I play chess, to have fun. I didn't see Cocktail, but I heard that Brian liked it from Family Guy. That's only if Tom Cruise married Penelope Cruz. Then he'd have that name. Yeah, but I'm a vegan, Corrupted Cobra. Also, it doesn't sound like a Radisson in Detroit would have good food. I mean, the guy who tells me I should play in the Michigan Open because it's fun, I don't think I'm going to trust his analysis of food at the Radisson. Okay, so did we look at this game? I forgot. I think we looked at it. Too bad, Bonarici. Okay, let's go to the next game. Yeah, Ken Harmon's a funny guy. If you like, people who are drunk. Yeah, Ken Harmon likes to play knight c3. And this is my game with Asa Hoffman from before you guys were born. Although Asa played knight b3. And now we've just transposed into a Scotch. A5 doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't lose. Should be 3 doesn't make any sense. Yeah, knight e7 is not good. G6 isn't good. Still a draw. Rook a4? Weird move. Yeah, you have to play bishop d7 here. You can't just let white play b4. Ugh, knight d5. God, this game is so bad. It's like both players are playing badly on purpose. Ugh, bishop c4, terrible. Ugh, bishop e6, taking a good position and making it worse. All right, so now we have a drawn endgame. Taking there is a mistake. But okay, it's still a draw. Yeah, now white's a lot better. Well, that just loses. Yeah, I mean, that was just like a low-level game. Like, black played legal moves, white played legal moves, and somebody won because, that's what happened. But yeah, obviously, when your opponent plays rook a4, you can't leave the rook here for 20 moves, letting him play b4. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you just have to play bishop d7. Then in this position, you shouldn't take on e4 because you're getting rid of his weak f pawn. And rook shouldn't play rook there. You should play rook here and get your rook active. Rook on a8. You can't have a rook on a8. That's just terrible. Yeah, and here you should move your king up. King e f6, king e5. This move is just like you made a legal move. And then it doesn't help. Yeah, you're just lost. It's like you lost on purpose. You take and play c6 and give him a pass d pawn. No reason to give him a pass pawn. Yeah, here you could play c6 right away, so his king is here. You could play the same way you did, except you have chances to win this pawn because his king's not here defending his pawn, and it can't go here or here defending this pawn. So if you played c6 here, you have good drawing chances. Then when you forced his king up, now c6 doesn't work because he's defending all of his pawns with his king and his rook. And then he gets to defend his d pawn. So, yeah, you just played imprecisely. Yeah. You just moved your rooks around a lot like this. And then you ended up on a8. I mean, that just didn't help. That game was too complicated for Bonarici. If only Bonarici could go here in one move, then he'd have drawing chances. Let's see, a2, rook a1, and white's still winning. Man, if you cheated and went here, here, and here, and he played there, you're still lost. God damn. Yeah, your king's terrible. He played here, then he went back. You could have gone up. Could have played rook here earlier and gotten counterplay. Could have got counterplay with your king. And instead you played rook here, then king here, and rook here. Anyway, that was a tough game. Also, Ken Harm is too good. It's never been said before. Probably he was using an engine. That's the funniest description. That's the most accurate description. Both sides played legal moves. The point of these moves, I'm not sure, but they played legal moves. Okay, good game, Bonarici. Okay, finally our hero has white. Hi, Ben. Ugh. I've been grinding chess all weekend and managed to climb my rating a lot. None of the games I played were perfect, but here's a game I thought was reasonably interesting. That was one sentence? God damn. I'm white and this is rapid. Okay, so both players are over 2,000, and this is a rapid game. 10 minutes each. No, it was in 1994, not in 96. Okay, our hero has white. 10-minute game on chess.com. It's the Nimzoindian. For those of you who don't know, it's hard to understand, I have a chessable course on this position coming out tomorrow. It's for the black pieces. So if you play the Nimzoindian with black, you'll want to purchase my course. In fact, purchase a couple in case you'll lose one. It's worth it. Yeah, I think this is in my course. Knight a6, that's not in my course. Yeah, this is just good for white. White has a big space advantage and two bishops. Black's very passive. White's play is better than perfect. I mean, perfection is crap next to the way White's playing. Yeah, now it says black can resign. Bishop takes a4. Wow, what a bad move. Yeah, here you should move your queen to this diagonal. But your move also wins. Yeah, it's better to just play queen e3 attacking this. Then if they do something about it, you can play c5. That's hard to see, that you make a move attacking the king side, and the purpose of the move is to ameliorate black's counterplay on the queen side, because you can gain space on the queen's wing by playing c5. Amazing when you think about it. Man, rook c8 is so bad. Yeah, black has to take on c4 and get some counterplay. Now white is extremely winning with extreme prejudice. Yeah, white's winning on the king side, the queen side, and the center. God damn. And white's up material. And white has 2 connected passed pawns. King h5, no. Losing immediately to rook g3 check. f5 check also winning. Very good technique. Yeah, that was a nice game you played. That was definitely the best game of the day. All other games compared to that are crap. Your moves were a little bit more than legal. I would say they were very legal. I wonder if Archer's home. Dogs are barking like crazy. Yeah, don't forget, if you play poker, to join ACR with the code CHESS and get discounts and help out Karen and stuff. Karen streams poker 3 or 4 days a week on the stream here. She streamed today for about 7 hours. And yesterday, except not yesterday. Yeah, Tinu chess is pretty good. Okay. Next game. Somebody do a marker. Hello, Ben. Ugh. Hope you and Karen are doing well. I'm proud of myself for finding the winning move in this one. It's probably the sexiest move I've played so far. Ugh. In my young chess career. It probably isn't rated NC-17. Oh, but it may warrant a PG-13 at least. P.S. All of my friends and I have already voted over here in DeKalb. 10-minute time control. Feingold sub is white. Okay. Yay, go voting. As long as you vote for the right person. And only one of them is a person. This stream is the funniest. Rawr. Although Kramnik and Donnie is pretty funny. So I don't know. Okay, this is a 10-minute game just like the last one. Both players are 1,500. White already has a substantial advantage. Yeah, there's no reason for white to play knight b5 here. Knight c2 and control f5 and d5. Still better for white, but the knight's not good on a3. This pawn hanging. Yeah. Yeah, knight d5 just hangs your e-pawn. Frankly, terrible. Then you're down a pawn. Position's better for black because black can put the knight on c5 and play f5 and bishop g5. Black is Besser. You don't want your queen on c7 with the rook on c1. So that's good for white. That just hangs a pawn and knight takes f5. It's not knight f5, it's knight f5. Somehow white saw it. Bam! Tactics 101. Now white's a pawn up for Vishwa nothing. Yeah, here white should play d6. Now rook d4 is about equal. Oh, but he blundered. Okay, now the game's over. So that was a one-move game. Yeah, after rook d4, all three results will happen. Both players, well, black missed d6, which is pretty obvious since white played c5. Now black can resign. But he blundered and didn't resign. There's not mate in one here? There's not mate in one. Wow. Or two. Then the game ended. So this is mate, this is mate, this is mate, and this is mate. Those are the only four mates I see. Also, queen takes rook is good. And queen e3 check with a fork. I guess d6 was the sexy move. No, I think this is chess.com. Yeah, king g1. If it was Lee chess, white would play king g1, defending all of his kingside pawns. Man, Mark found a move that loses. That wasn't easy. Mark had to use all the power of his brain to find a losing move here. That's funny. King g1, exclam. The election's going great. Kamala's going to get 300 electoral votes, and Trump will get 300 years in prison. Perfect. I am eating soup. Good, good. Does anybody watch Tulsa King or just me? I saw the latest episode today. Just me? Tulsa what? The woman from Tombstone plays a woman in Tulsa. She's moved a little bit to the east, I guess. Or to the south? Let's see, where's Tulsa compared to Tombstone? Is Tulsa south of Tombstone? I guess. Tulsa Gabbard, that's right. Man, nobody's ever called Tulsa King snooty. Although maybe compared to NASCAR. Can I tell you a joke? Yes. Sam Shankland. Oh, snap. That's my usual joke. It was funny as it was today as it's ever been. Who was higher rated, your first or second wife? My first wife. My first wife was a WIM, played in the U.S. Women's Championships, and played for the U.S. Olympic team in 1986 in Dubai. My second wife was unrated when I met her, and then she got to a peak rating of 1,800 and quit chess. All my wives quit chess. They stopped playing chess. But at least Karen had a good excuse. Your spelling of Levy Roseman is shallow and pedantic. I see Tulsa King. There you go. It's on Paramount Plus, so it's hard to watch it. Well, somebody's home, or the dog walks like a human now. What's my favorite piece of classical music? I mean, I saw Beethoven's Ninth by the St. Louis Symphony. They played it a little too fast. I like Nutcracker and Four Seasons. I like Nessun Dorma aria by when Pavarotti sings it. I like Carmen, but only if it's in Russian. Tonight only in Russian. A Simpsons joke from the first Simpsons episode. Man, didn't see that coming. Man, Beethoven's last. Damn. What's my favorite rap song? I don't know. Polly Wanna Crack, I guess. Polly Wanna. Yeah, I like Public Enemy a lot. 911 as a joke is good. Get it together. Also, one of the top, hip hop songs of all time is Amish Paradise. Well, that's just because I'm on Chess TV, Chuck. I'm supposed to be on 7 to 9, and they kicked me off at 8, which hasn't happened yet, for Botez, without telling me. And I'm like, why did you do that? And they didn't respond. So, basically fuck chess.com and the chess mafia that they run. Yeah, chess.com's behavior lately has been pretty bad. They get me off chess TV for no reason. I ask them about the rules of Title Tuesday, and they won't answer. God damn, wish there was somewhere else to play. Anyway, hi, Chess TV. Yeah, I wish everybody who ran chess.com wasn't a total dick. Are you on Carlson's new app? What's Carlson's new app? If anything, Hans Niemann's too nice about chess.com. Oh, snap. I thought I was a made man, but the chess mafia won't let me in. I went to this thing to get made, and instead I got shot in the back of the head. Terrible. Take sounds like something that Hikaru would say. Okay, next game. Another day, another silly blitz game. I wasn't sure how to continue exactly at the end, but my opponent used all of their time and resigned with a few seconds left. Okay. It's a 3-minute with a 2-second increment, and our hero has black. Both players are about 1260. Yeah, but thinking's not your strong suit, Chuck. The Bears Commanders? Oh, yeah, let me see some results. Commanders win 18-15. Good, good. The Chiefs barely win again, as they always do. I guess the Lions will win the Super Bowl in my lifetime. I didn't think it would happen. I guess the first step is to get to a Super Bowl. But if they score 50 a game, they got good chances. Okay, black is our hero. 3-minute, 2-second increment. This game's too exciting. Yeah, what White wants to do is when Black takes on F3, White wants to take with the knight. So we're defending E5 and D4 because Black's going to play C5, Knight C6, F6, Knight to F5. So White should be playing Knight BD2 every move and then take back with the Knight. Which is a known antidote to these kinds of variations. So after H3, Black is actually okay here, even though E6 was not good. Yeah, now Bishop E3 is bad, so Black's fine. Just random legal moves. All right, finally C5. Yeah, that's you don't. This rook is on the F line. You don't play rook here. Bishop H6 is the best move, but if you're gonna play rook C, you play this rook. Rook B1. Oh. Rook B1? Oh, it is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Now Black has one threat, isn't actually going to pay off. Oh! Black could have taken on D4 and then taken on D4 again. But then just Black just wins everything. White center falls apart. The whole point of Rook C8 Ugh. Queen D1. Boo. Oh, C4. God damn. That is a bad move. Yeah, there's a pin here, so you play F6 and take on E5 and take all of White's pawns. White center collapses. Ugh. And now F6 wins again. Ugh. Ugh. White keeps not playing King H1. Both players seem to miss this E-pawn being pinned. Ah, finally. Okay, now White's slightly better. Queen E1. What? Boo. Yeah, that's a mistake. Yeah, White has to play Bishop D1 to kick the knight out because the knight's too active. There's too much juice here. It's like when Hikaru went to the synagogue and he was curious and he saw a guy with a yarmulke on and he said, "Are you a Jew, sir?" Gotta watch out for those juicers. No, Trump actually told one of the voters that he liked the way she voted and he gave her back her dog. And she said, "But I had a cat." And he said, "Is dog now." So. Yeah, now Black is crashing through the queen's side, winning the game. And the truth hurts. Looks like Black can C2 the finish. And after Black played C3, White was PO'd. And he can't play R2 to D2. That's like 3 jokes. I guess White resigned because that's what the guy wrote, which is very reasonable. How can you get me to analyze one of your games? Impossible. Connor, I can't believe that's the most creative thing you could say, but it's pretty good. Can't, like, Trump just stop running and Putin can let him and Musk help run Russia? They can infuse cash and crimes and stuff. Just make them happy that way. Text Archer. Guess I don't text Archer very often. Yay, 500 bits from Cute Kitty Cat 2. This is Valis 2501. What? Thanks for 500 bits. Hi, Ben. I was paired up in the first round of a weekly OTB Swiss against a 12-year-old rated 2,000 USCF and change. I'm an old man rated 1,600 and change. I haven't seen G3 Bishop G2 in the 2 nights, or most of the Caro to be honest. So I was out of book pretty quickly. I blundered a pawn early on move 10, thinking I had bishop takes G3 to win the pawn back at the end. But once we got there, I realized it didn't work. Tried to defend, but eventually a combination of time pressure and worrying I get overrun if I gave them infinite moves to improve their position led to me changing the structure in hopes of counterplay. By move 35, I was on increment and blundered a queen promotion and resigned. Mainly wondering, 1, what should I be thinking, worried about against G3, Bishop G2 in the 2 nights? 2, is E takes D5, Queen takes E7 a better plan for black? Purely because white no longer has the 2 bishops? Or something else in addition? I didn't like the idea of having an isolated queen pawn and further liquidation of the board while down a pawn. But the plan I took didn't work out either. Okay, black is 1636, white's 2065. This was played at the Berkeley Chess Club Championship in round 1 of this year. Time control is 90-30. Okay, our hero has black. Still theory. Yeah, G3, Bishop G2 is normal. Yeah, you could just take everything on E4 and then play Queen D5 and go into an equal endgame. It's one way to play. So like takes here. And this is pretty equal. Not much going on. E6 is fine. Yeah, here you want to play Bishop B4, more aggressive than Bishop E7. Then play Queen B6 and put pressure on the queen side. Yeah, so that just wins a pawn, I guess. So here you could take or play Bishop C5 and not lose a pawn. Yeah, the engine says if you just take and play Knight F6, you're worse, but not as much worse as if you do something else. The isolated pawn's fine because you're stopping his 2 pawns and you have a half-open C-file. I mean, you're a pawn down, so it's still bad. Now you realize Bishop G3 loses to Bishop E3, I guess. This is all fine. Just you're down a pawn. We could almost claim a draw. Almost. Yeah, E5's okay. Still just down a pawn. Yeah, here you want to trade bishops because him having the 2 bishops is good. And then it's harder for him to win. You're still down a pawn, but yeah, when you keep a lot of pieces on the board, the 2 bishops are going to be good. I'd probably trade queens if I was white. Yeah, that's what the engine says. Then move my king up. Give him an isolated pawn here. The queen e1's better. After queen e1, it's not even clear that you're losing because your queen is so active on e1, puts pressure here, and it can't be kicked off. Now he can play king g1, and he couldn't play that if you played queen e1. Yeah, you're playing good, except for your blundering of the pawn on the opening. Now you have to play queen e7. It's the only move. Ooh, you can't do that because he queens. Yeah. Yeah, you were playing on increment. If you play queen e7, you've won your pawn back, and then you're going to play knight e8 next move, stopping his pawn. And then it's equal material, and you're worse because his passed pawn's better than yours. It's on the 6th rank, and yours on the 2nd rank. But, yeah, queen e7, knight e8 has good drawing chances. Basically, you lost a pawn, then you played fine. And then here, if you play queen e7 and defend perfectly, very good drawing chances. But after a5, he queens. Then the drawing chances are less. 400 bits. Anyway, you played fine other than losing a pawn and not playing queen e7. The rest of the game, you played better than your rating. Yeah, then you resigned, I guess, because queen d8 and, yeah. Yeah, bishop b4 in the opening's better and queen b6 and playing aggressively. Playing passively is okay, but losing the pawn on d5 wasn't okay. Anyway, a pretty competitive game for such a rating disparity. Wait, you mean Bill Pullman? Oh, Bill Paxton. Who was in Do the Right Thing that scuffed the guy's shoes? Was that Bill Paxton or Bill Pullman? I think it was Bill Paxton. Shamat Kanal is rating with a party of 42. The answer is 42. Hope you had a good stream. Could some of my moderators give Shamat a shout out? Give him a shout out. You wrote in the notes to the game that you're the oldest person ever, and then in the thing you wrote you're 33. What? Oldest person ever is like me or Kramnik. Can I get paid for being mod? You get paid nothing and you'll like it. So we might get kicked off of Chess TV, which we shouldn't, but the Chess TV schedule said we will. That's going to happen right now. Let's see. Anybody on Discord answer my ticket? Guess not. Oh, well. You stepped away. What did you miss? You forgot to donate 50 subs to the stream. That's what you missed. That's a good thing to miss, by the way, because yeah, Chuck and I were at a hotel in Toronto, and I was trying to do something that was food related, and the manager came and said, "Sir, can you stop making an ass of yourself? You're the stupidest." And he says, "Wait a minute, are you Ben Feingold?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, you're You're the most famous person ever. Okay, carry on doing stupid shit. Yeah, Chuck remembers it well. That's not amazing. That shit happens all the time. Just you're not hanging around me all the time. What was amazing was all the best players in the world are there, and I got like a 5 minute line to sign autographs. You would think they're like Ben Feingold, boo, boo. Then they would get like Gukesh's autograph. But they were like, Gukesh isn't here, get Feingold. Trample him, kill him. Man, Canadians are tough. We were trying to get into an Uber to go to a restaurant, and the people kept wanting my autograph, so the guy had to wait. Confusing the audience, which was me. Yeah, that was a fun trip. I hadn't been to Toronto in many years. I used to go for the film festival. I've been there 2 or 3 times. Well, they have 2 film festivals. They have a documentary film festival in like April or something. You got frisked, one of your highlights. Yeah, Karen's going to go to Cherokee for the WSOP circuit event sometime the first week of December. Probably I won't go, but I'd like to go. But probably won't. Too busy here. Okay, next game. It's the new style, 4N, 3N, 2N, 1. And when I'm on the mic, the suckers run. Let's see. Playing as white, a little bit of tactics in the end. Time control, 3 minute. Chess.com, both players are 2480, 2490. Somebody do a marker? Anybody? Marker? Anyone? Bueller? Did my game get outlawed? What? We haven't gotten all the games yet. We're about halfway through. Did Tonkan leave and did Trying to Learn leave? You can't make a marker unless you're a moderator. Is the new style titled? No. Very few people can make markers, and the ones that aren't here. I can make one. Ugh. I did it on Karen's account. Okay, so our hero's white. It's a 3 minute game. Both players are very high rated. Good for white so far. Very good for white. Still good for white. Here, white could have played queen h5, attacking h7 and c5. But, okay, knight e4 is okay. Now black should take. Ugh. Now queen h5 wins immediately. And was played. Yeah, black can take and play d5, and the engine says it's equal. And then knight c6. I mean, I'll take white, but black has a nice center. Black's got good control of, a lot of stuff here. White doesn't have any center pawns. Can't play f4 because you don't want to. c4, knight d4. Okay, so he played bishop e5, queen h5 winning. Now knight g5 wins. No, now you're lost. Knight g5 is winning, attacking the rook and threatening mate or check. All kinds of stuff is happening. It says +4 if white plays knight g5. Now it says black's winning with c4, which is explosive. Blah. Yeah, c4 because the bishop's defending the knight and so forth. Then black has a big advantage, it says. Now it says it's equal. Now black's better. Black is close to winning. Now black's winning with c4 again. Now knight f5 wins. A brilliant move. The idea is you want to take the knight, and then when somebody takes back, you play d5. And somehow you could do that now, but knight f5 first is like considered better. But taking in d5 is good. Okay, d5 is also good. And bishop c8's a blunder. Really bad blunder. After d takes c4, black is close to winning. Then knight g5, bishop d5 exclam, former muscle. And black is probably winning. But he played bishop c8 double question mark, and you will know white is the lord when white plays knight f6 check. Probably white overlooked bishop takes f6. And then he found queen takes d5, double exclam, winning the game. Threatening this rook with mate, and if knight takes queen, then rook e8 is mate. So white got very lucky in the tactics there, as he pointed out. Black just hung mate. And then white mated him. What kind of move his knight takes? So yeah, I'm guessing white didn't see bishop takes knight and then just got lucky with queen d5. I'm sticking to that story too. Well, he just said there were good tactics at the end. He was right. That was a very tactical game. But it wasn't, it wasn't 99. Kramnik's not going to start the procedure. That's exactly what happened. Man, the truth hurts. Well, we still have all of our viewers, so I don't know. Okay, next game. Hi, Ben. Here's a game from 1.5 years ago where both the players have now both gained 200 points. Enjoy. Okay, this is from Clark. Our hero's white. Can somebody do a marker? It has to be me. Ugh. Yay, Whack-A-Mo 123. Thanks for the sub. Yay, I did a marker. Oh, you did a marker. Good. Okay, our hero's white. Oh, interesting. So far, so good. So theory. I don't think bishop takes is a good move. Now white's obviously better. Yeah, it's terrible for black. White's already winning strategically. D5, I like it. Now if ED, then knight takes D7, and even though black has ED, white is the one who penetrates. Makes sense. Let's see, ED, so the square should be blue. Yeah. Okay, bishop A4, that's better. It's better for white. Oh, snap. Now ED. Now knight G4 is winning. And he played knight G4. Now, white's playing great this game. White should be given 200 extra rating points. That move's okay, but just bishop takes is simple. Simple and winning. No, what a blunder. The only winning move was queen d4. Then white wins. Now f takes is a draw. Now this should be a draw. That just loses immediately to queen takes. So that's not good. Yeah, white can draw by playing rook takes b7, defending his bishop. And then white resigned. Darn. You were doing well that game until you went crazy and sacked all your pieces. And blundered some of them. An unbrilliancy. Yeah, I assume you missed queen takes b2. Yeah. I mean, you penetrated without prophylaxis, so in the end, you were the real loser. And I'm not kidding. Complicated jokes. Okay, we have the Winklevoss twins white this game. Somebody drew a marker. He wrote, always play f3. And he had the white pieces. And then the next game after this one is somebody famous. You've heard of him, but I haven't. But I've heard of him too, but just recently. You've heard of him for years. Not this game. This is our usual, non-famous people. F3, terrible. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom because F3 was played. Oh, I don't feel so well. Oh, F3. Oh. I should have brought my glass and put more ice. No. You know when you're a kid and you're in school, like elementary or middle school, then you have to go to the bathroom and you're allowed to go. And then you're not in class anymore. So it's like, great. You're in the hallway and, bathroom, and you're not in class. So it's like a really good break. That's what it was just like now. It was like I was in school again and I was able to leave and stop the torture for a while. I mean, you guys are great. Not too much commentary on YouTube. Okay, F3. G4 is a good move now. Hey, played G4. Yeah, white's actually slightly better here. Black's play is shallow and pedantic. Now white's clearly better. Now black's better. Yeah, this is a blunder, strategical blunder. You have to play queen d3, attacking this. Problem with this move is black can play knight g8 to e7 to f5. And then black stands better. But he played here, now white stands better because my bishop has h3, my queen has d3, and you can't sink your knight into f5. So knight here was didn't have a lot of forethought or foreskin. Yeah, now white's better. These moves are all fine. This game's 3-2, by the way. 3 minute with a 2-second increment. It says white's slightly better. 2 bishops, better pawn structure. Papa John's. Now it says black is slightly better after queen g3. It doesn't like king b1. But he played f3. He could play bishop f1. Play king b1. He has the 2 bishops. It should be enough to win. f4 is a good move. Then f5 is crushing. King h7 was terrible. Ugh, knight e7 is bad. Yeah, here white should play rook e6, but he probably didn't see it. But rook f1's okay. Now after knight takes, it's equal. But yeah, white was winning with rook e6. He just probably didn't see it. Now it's equal. Now black's better. And here black blundered. Okay, so this is a good question for you guys watching the stream. Black has one move where black has a big advantage. Otherwise, black's lost. And black has 4 legal moves. 3 of them are bad, and 1 of them is good. And black didn't play the good move here. Yeah, after queen g6, black has the better endgame because this bishop's no good. My rook has e4. Black doesn't have any targets. So black is up 1.3, it says. Instead, black played king h8. God damn. And after g6, he had to resign because we're threatening queen here and here mate. And the way to stop it is to resign. That stops it. There's almost no other way to stop it. That's the best way, is resigning. So this was an up and down game where white was better, then black was better, then white was better, then white was winning, then black was much better, and then black played king h8 hanging mate. And now you can't stop queen h5. So a typical 3-2 game. Yeah, and here black resigned, allowing f3 to win because white played king b1 later, which was also bad. Okay, the next person is a famous person, I guess. He sponsored one of the lectures recently, and everybody's like, he's the most famous guy ever. And I'm like, okay. So you guys will enjoy this more than me. He's a big fan of the channel, so he's probably watching now, choking on his rage. His name's Toph. And what happened was, about 2 weeks ago, he got married. And 3 days later, his wife annulled the marriage. And it was like they were never married. And Toph said, why did you do that? And she said, Toph titties, boy. So, man, tough break. Okay, this game from about half a year ago, but I remember it fondly because it was my first time playing this line that I believe I learned from one of your lectures. Feels good to learn a new line and immediately see results. Thanks, Ben. So this is Toph Barbecue against Tophielli. There's a lot of Tophs here. White is a higher rated player, but black is more famous. Right, Toph is like XQC, but not as famous. Right, exactly. Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it. It's probably the way I would have put it. You know, go to the internet and type in Toph or Toph BBQ, and you'll see he does internet gaming stuff. He's also 2100 at chess, so he's probably playing in all those tournaments that Danny likes to have. You know, where the famous people play each other and they don't play chess very well. Would Toph get recognized in the Toronto pantry? No. The guy would say, excuse me, Toph, move out of the way. Ben Feingold is here. I didn't get the Toph joke. Toph break. Is Toph famous? Let me see. I don't know. Everybody says he's famous. I don't know. Toph. He's a fictional character in one of Nickelodeon's animated television series. Nintendo, Life Sim streamer, Cozy Gremlin, DTS partner. Toph. He's got 44,000 followers on Twitch. That's less than me. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he has more followers than me on Twitter, but I have more followers on Twitch. But I guess he's more famous than me. What do you mean, Chuck? We've played. So Kramnik was complaining that this guy cheated in Title Tuesday. And the guy said, I didn't cheat in Title Tuesday. I wasn't playing. I was asleep. Then Kramnik found video of the guy sleeping, and you could see his eyes were a little bit open. So Kramnik said that proves that he was lying and cheating. I'm not sure how Kramnik got video of the guy sleeping, but I played Eric Hansen when I was higher rated than him. And he was an IM. I was an IM too. And more importantly, I met Luke Von Whaley when I was taller than Luke Von Whaley. God damn. Luke Von Whaley is 9 inches taller than me. But when I first met him, I was taller. Me and Von Whaley used to be like that, son. Now you've never heard of Von Whaley. But if this stream took place 30 years ago, you would have heard of Von Whaley. So. Also, Chuck, remember a few years ago, you played Angel Reese in a tournament game, and you wanted to see her in hot pants. And then I think she ended up winning. But she's more famous too. Man, if Chuck Edelman wasn't here for the beginning of the stream, he wouldn't understand any of that. I played Angel Reese. You had to be here when the stream started or you won't get that. There's some Shaq incident. I think the most famous person I've played chess with is the RZA. It wasn't rated, but we played a casual game. Although I did play Magnus Carlsen on the internet. He might be more famous than the RZA. Who's more famous in the world, Magnus Carlsen or the RZA? It might be Magnus. I don't know. Probably is Magnus. My friends don't know who Magnus is. Your friends also don't know who the RZA is. Who? Magnus. That's who Bishop stars. Magnus Carlsen. I didn't play the Jizza, just the RZA. I've played Lenderman when I was higher rated, and I've played Lenderman when he was higher rated. And I've played Fabi, a rated game when I was higher rated, and we've played non-rated games when he's higher rated. Yeah, but have your friends heard of the RZA? Okay, so the famous Toph has black. Takes B5. Yeah, this is a line I used to talk about. I had these positions against Ray Robson and Attilio Shetty around the same time, 2011. That just loses. Is it already losing? No, E5 is still playable. What did white do wrong? Oh, a4 is a mistake. Should play e5, but it's equal. Or knight d5. a4 is a mistake. Now white's worse. And after king b1, white's probably losing. And that just loses. And now black's just winning. Man, Toe's pretty good. Toe break. God damn, knight e4. It's not a good move. Should just take the bishop and be up 3 pieces for a rook. Now white's back in the game with rook takes bishop. Still losing, but back in the game. Now queen b4 is the only move that wins. Otherwise, white's winning. Bam! He found it. God damn. Threatening the queen. If the queen moves, we have mate. Queen b6 doesn't win, but queen b4 wins. Is it because the queen takes bishop and pawn takes knight? What doesn't queen b6 win? Oh, queen b5. I didn't see queen b5. And here, if you play queen b5, then knight c3 check. God damn. That's a good tactic. And that's what happened. Bam. This was first played in the game Gotcha versus Bitch. Then it was played in the game Toph versus Tofi. Yeah, that's pretty nice, actually. And then white resigned. That was a 5-minute blitz game. No swearing on my stream, Dr. Poopies. Just become a sub to the channel and you won't see ads. Also, sign up with ACR Poker if you're a poker player. Use the referral code CHESS, and that helps out Karen. You can do it. You get all kinds of free stuff and discounts. Man, Toph's pretty good. No wonder he's more famous than me. Damn. Maybe that guy at the hotel would have recognized him. Okay, last game. 60-30 game at the chess club. I was white. Okay, white's our hero, but black won. Not sure what the ratings of the players are. So far, so good. B4 is dubious? My computer says B4 is the best move. Damn. Tough break. Tough break, too. Yeah, white should develop a piece eventually. White's still better here. Yeah, you don't want to get the 2 bishops. You want to play e5 and get more space and put pressure on black's position. This is about equal. Queen c3. These moves that get dubious, they seem fine. King f1. This wouldn't be on my radar. Knight h3. This knight h3 is okay. Bam! Yeah, knight d4 is not, knight h4 is not good because bishop d4. So that's an actual like rookie mistake. Doesn't even like taking the rook. Still says black's better. Never play f3. Now queen b6 is crushing, threatening queen g1 mate. f3 is actually a very poor move. Yeah, he played queen b6 too. Run away. Run for it, boy. Oh, he wants to check and take the knight. Okay. It says it's equal after that. Yeah, it says rook e1 is equal. Because the knight's trapped on h3. So after rook e1, you have to check. On b4, you trade queens. And then this knight's trapped, and this knight has f5. So that's equal position, it says. But he played here. Now black's winning again. Okay, that move I don't understand. I don't understand why he gave his bishop away. All right, he's got a nice queen. Wow, queen c8 losing. Yeah, you should play knight f4. That's a really cool move. Because if you take it, you get mated rook g1. If you don't take it, you're forked. And if you take, I play king here and there's no more checks. Knight f4 was a really nice move. Now white's winning. Knight f5 is winning. Yeah, but white lost the game. That's too bad. Wow, the only winning move is rook d2. It's not easy to find because it seems so obvious to take this. That's what he did. Oh, wow, now black's winning by taking it. That's funny because that's the only legal move, is to take it, and it wins because you have rook d8 at the end. Although black could have castled. Actually, if black had castled, then rook c2 mate. Even illegal moves lose. Man. Now black's up a piece, so black's winning. Wow, that was an exciting game. I like that after knight takes d6 check, black has one legal move to give his queen away, but he's still winning. Yeah, if white had played rook d2 in this position, then white's winning. Now knight takes g6 is crushing. There's nothing you can do about it. Black's extra rook is shallow and pedantic. Also, his knight's pretty shallow and pedantic. The engine says the best move is rook a6. Because then if you take the rook, I have a check. After rook a6, rook takes d6 is the best move. God damn. Man, chess is hard. Good technique by black, by the way, the rest of the game. Excellent play by black. All right, that's the games. Thanks, Zenvolio, for subscribing. Thanks, Epistel, for subscribing also. Hype train is incoming. No, now the hype train's not incoming. Darn. The YouTube editor will figure it out. Let's see how football games are going. Oh, Cowboys 49ers. Yeah, I want to see the Cowboys lose. Next week, I think I can see the Lions game and the Falcons game. They're playing at different times. And I think the Lions game is like the game of the week or something. They're playing Green Bay. So they're going to show it here, I think. So his time expired. Washington threw a 52-yard pass to win the game. Wow. Another great game for Daniels. 313 yards. The Bears. Hail Mary completion with no time remaining. Awesome. Yeah, Washington's a real feel-good story. Go fantasy teams. All right, let's see. Let's do a something. Stats? Is that what it is? All right, we need 46 subs to get to 600. It 44. It says there's 554 subscribers. So it's 46. What's the significance of 600? It's more than 500. Man, I can look at all my monitors, but I'll get banned. The Jets are a feel-bad story. Man, I was making fun of the Jets like 5 weeks ago. I'm glad they've lost every game since I started making fun of them. All right, I got to get a PB&J sandwich at my mansion. I'm looking forward to PB&J on, what's that bread I like? Sourdough. I live the high life. Well, Karen lives the high life. I refrain. Yay, Chuck Nola subscribed. Thank you. Sound and fury. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Tomorrow I'm having a lecture on Daniel Dubov. And even more important, tomorrow my Chessable course comes out on the Nimzo Indian. So please buy the Chessable course. It's on the Nimzo Indian for black, called Starting Out in the Nimzo Indian, for players unrated all the way to like 1800. So if you're a class player, the course was made for you. It's a good present if you want to buy it for somebody. Holiday season's coming. And so forth. Mainly and so forth. Okay, I'll see you guys Tuesday. I'll be having 2 streams, Title Tuesday and the wrap up. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow in class if you show up. Bye.